A very good morning to you, and indeed a very shocking and upsetting story. For those who are not aware or don't know the details of this, what do we know of this case as the mother is expected to appear in court today?
Yes, the details are still quite sketchy at the moment, which is why we are awaiting her first appearance, really, here at the Witbank Magistrate's Court. She was supposed to appear last week, but she was hospitalized after she had handed herself over to the police. The police had felt that it was a risk to hold her in cells and had rather transferred her to hospital in order to, get some tests done and just to see whether she had consumed anything herself that could lead to her own death. Now, what we know about this case is that around Boxing Day is when the children were last seen alive. The children are between the ages of 8 and 11 months old. And what we know is that the family, was celebrating Christmas, was celebrating Boxing Day from what we hear from the family. And they didn't really notice anything strange. But what had happened was that around the 30th of December, the family then got a phone call from the mother saying that she had left a Christmas gift for the family in her room. She was renting in Klarinet in back rooms, and so she said that she had left a gift for them. The family found this strange, but then they headed to her home, and what they found was that there was a foul smell coming from the house, and a lot of flies on the window, which, they thought because of the heat, maybe there was something like food rotting inside. But then they decided to break down the door, and that is when they made that gruesome discovery of the 4 bodies wrapped in blankets. What we know from the police is that there were no visible wounds on the bodies. There was no blood. So they were still awaiting the results of the post-mortem to tell us exactly what the cause of death is.
And do we know where the father of these children is, Slee, and whether he was around or involved in any way?
What we know is that of the 4 children, 2 have one father and 2 have 2 different fathers. Now, we had spoken to the father of the 2 youngest, that is the 4-year-old and the 11th-month-old. And what he told us was that they had broken up around September in 2018. He also said that he did not notice anything strange. In fact, he was getting ready to buy school stationery for the children because he considered all 4 children as his own, as did the children. They considered him their father as well. He said that, of course, this has come as a big shock for the family, but they're also still trying to grapple with the fact that all 4 children are now deceased.
And we understand that the mother who's been in hospital, and we know that she's expected to be in court today. Do we know what her condition was, what led to her being in hospital?
Not at this stage. Those are the details that will be coming out of court. What we do know is that she actually has been discharged from hospital. She was discharged on Friday, and she is now in police holding cells.
All right, and any idea, Slee, like you say, family said that there was really nothing that they saw that had gone wrong. They spent Boxing Day with them or saw them last alive at Boxing Day. But what of neighbors or maybe even the landlord? Who else have we been able to talk to, if anyone, in this time?
Yeah, we have spoken to the landlord as well as the grandfather of the children. Also, everybody's saying that it didn't really seem like there was anything wrong. It is round about the festive period where everybody was just celebrating and having a good time. And like I said, they were last seen on Boxing Day when they were having a braai. The kids seemed, normal. The mother of the children also seemed, okay. But, a lot of what we're hearing off the record is that she may have been suffering from some form of depression.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now, and Sindela Masikane will keep an eye on that story. That's the woman, a Mpumalanga mother, accused of killing her 4 children. She's expected to appear in the Witbank Magistrate's Court this morning. That is very upsetting indeed.
Very tragic.